Hey folks, let's do one of my favorite things ever on YouTube, which is like a sort of like a fun thing, and I really believe this is like a personal choice, and this is, as you can see from the list, this is gonna be my personal top 10 fragrances in terms of smell. Alright, my favorite fragrances, irrelevant of season, performance, longevity, projection, compliments, whatever, you know. This may not be the most complimented fragrances. These are the most favorite of mine in terms of smell. And yes, I got few new entries from early this year or last year, so it's just for fun, guys, you know. It's not to disrespect anyone, not to say that other people's choices are like not good, or obviously everybody's gonna be different, right? So here you go. So few things, this is my list. One. Second thing is, I have actually more than 10 bottles. Some of them are kind of like a tie, and they are like, I had to put them there, you know, like sometimes they're like, instead of one, there'll be like two. Let's say in 8 spots or 9 spots, they're gonna be 2 instead of 1. And another thing is, these fragrances just make me feel different. Some of them are very, very brand new, but I already love them for a very long time. So I really believe that I have only a couple more, really, the must-haves I have in my list, which is not in this list, but if I had them, they would be in this list. Nah, I'll tell you later. I'll buy them, I'll show you. Alright, so let's start with an honorable mention. Only one, alright, not 4 or 5. This fragrance, it's something that makes me feel outdoorsy, woodsy, pine, all the natural goodness. You know, I bought polo green for that reason, that woodsy feel, but polo green is like something I cannot wear in the summer days all year round. It's a very beautiful scent, but polo green is not my choice. Even I was gonna go with this one, Pakuraban, which is my Puram, is one of my signature scents, but I didn't choose it. I chosen something else. Alright, so this is, as you guys seen a few days ago, this Aspen by Coty. This thing, it's overseas, it's ridiculously cheap. You can find this in any of the petrol stations and some of your 7-Elevens also. I heard they sell this, but it's very not that available in Bangladesh like our side. But if you ever find this, you know, this, to me, what I looked for in cool water, David of cool water, this fragrance gave me that feel. So when I smell this, absolute joy, you know. This is kind of fragrance I love. Manly, nature, green, and aromatic and sparkling. I don't know if you guys love green scents, this one is a must-have in your collection. So I start with this, and this video may be turning out to be a bit longer than usual, maybe go 20 minutes, I don't know what time, but I have to talk about a little bit of every fragrance, why I chosen them. Alright, so my honorable mention, with a lot of honor and respect, Aspen by Coty. Alright, so let's go crack on, like Greggy Boy says. Let's crack on with the list. This is my favorite part, top 10, and actually I have like 14. Alright, so I'll start with 2 fragrances. There's a tie number 10. I couldn't pick up which one I want, and these actually, not to say these are like, you know, 10 to all the way to 1 as per ranking. This is not as per ranking. They're all good, they're all my favorites, but just for the video I put them together. CK Obsession for Men, Calvin Klein, the classic, and this is the bomb. I'm gonna put this in my list because I love this so much. Just because it's cheap, just because it's Playboy, doesn't mean this is nothing scent. This is one of my personal favorites, and I would say thanks to brother Rio Cappuccino and as well as Wasif Reza in our community, Bangladesh. He's one of our moderators in Good Smells Bangladesh. They told me about this fragrance, and this is so beautiful. Let me talk about this first a little bit. I use a lot of this. You see, I keep saying that. The smell is just pure magic. You gonna love this fragrance if you don't mind fragrance like houses like Playboy. Sometimes once in a while, small companies make awesome fragrances. Not very beast mode fragrance, but the feels cannot beat it. Alright, so this is for your Cappuccino and Wasif Reza. Next, at number 10 also, there's a CK Obsession. Alright, I have 2 bottles of it, both of them. One I swapped, other one is a gift. I got 2 bottles. I never ever gonna go out of juice for Obsession. I always have Obsession in my collection. Why? The smell. This reminds me of all the good stuff of 90s when I was in university. Not really 90s, maybe 2000s also, but it came out a long time ago. People say it's dated, but it reminds me of good old days in England, like when I was in London. I used to have this, my sister's house used to have the steps, you know, the wooden steps, some dust, bit old smell. There's an old man living up there, some sort of like a mysterious stuff. This is one of my signature scents. I cannot stop loving this. Doesn't matter, you cannot wear this in the heat, but I love this. CK Obsession for men. Alright, so next one, it's gonna be one big house from designers, of course. Most of my fragrances are designers, and then I always rotate. So this is from one of my older collections, like older lists. Fahrenheit, guys, Fahrenheit. It will never ever ever go out of my favorite list. Never ever. I sometimes don't wear it that much, but Fahrenheit is the feels, man. I am gonna buy the Le Parfum, which one is much potent version of this with the leather note added. But Fahrenheit, man, what a masterpiece. So number 9, Fahrenheit. Alright, all this fragrance you're gonna see, every single entry is very, very like a bomb, like a big name, hyped, whatever you say it. They're all special. So next one I couldn't pick, like 10, 9, 8. 8 spot is a tie again. 2 fragrances, and I cannot pick up one over the other. One is actually a bit better performer than the other, but smell wise they are the best in the category. Both from the same house. I think many people, they pick this as a tie in their collection a lot of times, but so am I. Boom boom. 2 big names. One is a cigar, other one is a whiskey. I waited for this for a very long time, and this was a gift for me. This too, it's a must-have in anybody's collection. I hardly say that, right? So if you are looking for like a summer scent or something, forget it. If you're just a collector and you like scents that is timeless, it's gonna be always in the history. People are gonna be adoring it. Pure Havane, the best cigar smelling scent ever. Very manly, very potent, long-lasting beast, even after reformulation. And Pure Malt, I think after reformulation, yeah, it's a reformulated bottle. Alright, this stuff lasts a little bit less than this, but the smell, they're different enough. Alright, if you have one, you definitely can have the other. So these two definitely must have. And just because they're way back, like number 8, doesn't mean they're any weak. Beautiful fragrances must have in your collection, any person's collection. Alright, so next, again, a tie. These two, again, very, very similar in nature. One is more potent than the other. One of them, actually, you can somehow try to wear it. I don't think many people would dare this. People will say this is crazy. This is like skanky, urinal cake. You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know Bam, my signature scent, Kuros. But you don't know the other one, which I haven't reviewed yet. The father of Kuros is Ted Lapidus-Puram, the baby that started it all. Alright, they both are classics. Alright, they even look similar in nature. This is strictly, this one, Ted Lapidus, is strictly winter scent, and you just need half spray of this. You don't need to go more than that. You're gonna kill people. Alright, and this has the lasting power if you're looking for longevity. This one also very close. This one lasts maybe 18 hours. This one will go 24 hours. So winter time, they are great. This one can be worn. Kuros can be worn. Also in the hotter weather, it also performs. Alright, so these are my love it or hate it for people. One of the most daring scents ever. 2 of them anyway. Right? So Ted Lapidus-Puram, Kuros from YSL. So the next one is easy. You know, this one I have talked about it so many times. People will be like, please bro, no more. Jeremy's signature scent, one of my signature scents, one of my most complimented head turning effects, and I know this is good because I know. You wear this is 2014 formulation. Any formulation you wear, if you go heavy, whatever, the smell of La Nuit de l'Homme, nothing beats it in this line. People say L'Homme Libre, L'Homme. I tried all of them. What is the new one? There's a new one of this, L'Homme something, right? The blue one, Atlantic, I don't know what that was. So from this line, Parfum and whatever you talk, Frozen Cologne, this is the best of them all. And this is worth having. I was so confused. Should I get it or not? I had to have it. This is a must in your collection. Alright? So, that's good. Alright. Next one is a dreamy one. You guys know what I'm going to show you. Some of you don't know, but this one definitely was going to make my list because the smell of this, it's really like dream come true. Midnight in Paris, guys. Not Versace's Dreamer. Midnight in Paris. Look at that bottle. Super like rare right now to get in Bangladesh. I don't know about the rest of the world, but this is also getting pricey and discontinued, so it's getting very, very difficult. If I ever find a bigger bottle, I'll keep it also, but I love this bottle already. All right, so the smell of this, instant poetry, falling in love. It's easy. It's that easy to fall in love with this fragrance. If you buy this, you're never gonna be able to hate it, unless you are, I don't know, something wrong with you. Okay, so next pick is gonna be recent purchase, but by no means I don't know this fragrance. This fragrance I craved. I watched reviews after reviews. Greggy Boy, Mark, Tim, everybody talked about this. Drag Dog, who didn't talk about this? This is a, I think this is discontinued now. This is good times, like at best, when this brand was making quality perfumes, like fragrances for men, ladies, and they used to have those feels, you know, those quality, the smell. Gucci Puram 2, my sort of vintage or older formulation. This is at least 10 years old, all right? Not, if not 10, 7, 8 years old. This is the darker juice. You get the violets, you get the spices, you get the tea, all the good stuff, and the bottle. It's heavy as hell. I mean, I cannot stop staring at this bottle if you just look at it, you know? It's a piece of art. Such heavy glass here. The thing is, another thing I notice is it's not straightforward. I don't know if it's my bottle or some other. It's like a swimming pool, you know. It just declines like a little bit here, and it's like a thing goes from here upwards, all right? So the bottle is a piece of work, all right? It's like piece of art. If you like Versace's Puram, that bottle, this is better than that. So smell-wise, people say it's relaxing, this and that. I think this, when you smell it, it is gonna make you smile, all right? It's not a longevity beast or anything like that. This is just high class. It's just class all the way. Gucci Puram 2, I'm gonna do a review, full review, not first impression, full review of this very, very soon. So wait for it. It's gonna be a good one. The next one, tie, guys, tie time. You know, you guys are gonna be like, there are 2 more ties, as you know, as I mentioned, how many number. So you might get like a little bit, you know, uneasy, you know, like really, bro. Number 3, why? The tie is between 2 very similar sort of smell, all right? One is a clone of the other, but I don't love it any less. I love it as much as I love the original. Dun, 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 bam. Creed's Aventus and Armaf Club de Nuit Intense. Man, CDNIM. God, how many days this one met my cravings for Aventus when I didn't own this, right? This is the king. Yes, it looks like a pineapple, also the cap and everything, but I think it's just a coincidence. But what is the difference? Price. It's here. You can get 20, not 20, at least 10 bottles of this. 10 bottles of this, the price of one, right? And this is 105 ml, this is 120 ml, all right? The biggest bottles available. I think this one has also have 200 ml, but whatever. So the thing is, why I put this in the list, and why not Lavender? Yes, you can absolutely get Lavender, but my personal pick, I just love, because my Aventus is newer one. It's, people want to like ask me which batch was it. This is a newer 2016 formulation, the fruity batch. So it doesn't have the depth or the smoky vibe. This one has the smoky vibe. People hate the harsh opening of this, the lemon, the sort of like smoky, dirty lemon. I happen to love this. This one is a beast on me. I can sniff this for 6 to 7 hours on my skin. On the shirt, it goes half day, sometimes one full day. Sometimes I sniff my shirt, I can get it. Aventus, it's easy, guys. It's just easy. It's a sure thing. Just like Sauvage, this one works in mysterious ways. Sometimes you feel it's gone from your skin, but from time to time, 8, 9, 10 hours, 15 hours, you're gonna get whiff of it. People will be like, who smells delicious? So this one has that edge over this in terms of performance and the way it develops in your skin. It's a bit more smoother, natural, but like untrained nose cannot pick up the difference between these two on the dry down, all right? I'm telling you this, I'm not trying to make up stories. This stuff is good. This one smells like damn good. And this is one of my favorite scents of all time, all right? So the Creed Aventus and Club de Nuit Intense Men. All right, number 2. This could easily make number 1 any day, any given day. This is a latest purchase, and this is one of my latest buys. This one I was like confused. Should I get this or not? To get this or not? It's not exactly cheap. And the thing is, I have many fragrances that has similarity to this, but I decided to give it a go, and this was a must-have. All these fragrances you see in my list, these are my must-have fragrances, all right? There are many other fragrances. With time, they may change. This top 10 list will change. But this fragrance you see right here, I'm never gonna run out of the bottle. At least one bottle, I'll always have it. 10 ml, 50 ml, 100 ml. So this next one, it's a timeless classic. This one has a performance, and I happen to have 2012, sort of like an older vintage sort of a bottle, so I get beast mode performance. So winter fragrance, it's a new fragrance, and I did this list just to show you this one new entry. I'm gonna review this much later, but bam! Many people ask me, bro, get this, you need to get this as a masterpiece. Yep, believe the word, believe the hype, believe the love. This is class. This is what class smells like. This is Jaipur, or Jaipur, however you foreigners say it. This is Jaipur by Boucheron, the EDT. I was gonna go get the EDP. If I happen to pass by, I'll buy an EDP. Both, you cannot go wrong either way. This one on the up top, it has this spicy lemony kick, but the dry down is pure magic. If you like vanilla, tonka, whatever those things, you know, like barbershop feel, I also get it from this, but I'm not quite sure. Don't quote me on this. But on the dry down, if you love La Mole, if you love Versace's The Dreamer, Prada Luna Rosa, those sort of powdery scents, La Nuit de l'Homme as well somehow, this is one of those that's up there with the big bosses. I present to you Jaipur from Boucheron. Only thing I don't like about this is this cap. This is pain in the ass. It all came off and it got, I'll talk about it in the review, see. But the smell, this is a must-have in your collection. Boucheron, Jaipur. So there goes my number 2, the surprise new entry. Ta-dan-dan-dan-dan-dan. The last one. Yes, I finished it within 20 minutes. Less than 20 minutes, but because there are many other bottles, right? Which one is my number 1? You guys know, but there's a twist. You guys all know what is my number 1 all the time. But usually this one comes in a pair with another fragrance that is I love equally with this. But for some reason I removed that fragrance and I put it another brand new, sort of like a newer fragrance in my collection with this. Dior Homme Intense is always my king or my queen, whatever you say it. I am married to Dior Homme Intense. This is 2014. 15, I'm not quite sure. I think 14, the older, the one that lasts. And I'm gonna get Dior Homme Parfum very, very soon because I love that too. But this is not the tie with Dior Homme Parfum because I don't own it. So which one is the tie? Bentley Intense for Men. This is my number 1, one of the most. I don't want to talk about DHI because you guys know everything to know about DHI from my channel. This one I recently reviewed. The smell of this, guys, oh my god. The booziness from this, I don't know. Don't think I'm a raging alcoholic or anything like that, or I'm drinking or something like that. It's just the boozy note of this, the heavy bottle, the juice color, the whole feel of this bottle, the whole feel of this fragrance made me fall in love with this. This is beast mode. And who doesn't love a performer? Who doesn't love a sheer manly fragrance? Yes, if you ever make a powerhouse fragrance, I'll do one day my top 10 powerhouse. This is definitely gonna be in top 5. I'm telling you that. So for winter, strictly for winter, and if you're crazy, you just need 1 spray. If you're crazy like me, you go 4 to 5 sprays with this, and you're just gonna kill area after area. Winter, one of the best scents you can get. I don't know how much it's going for. I paid not the premium price. I paid a very normal price since I got it from UK, right? So Bentley Intense, for men, and DHI. These are my top picks. All right. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for supporting. And I really wanted to do this because I waited for all these bottles to be in my collection, and I'm very, really happy. The list I made for all the 100 bottles, I almost have them all. Almost. Just like you guys all know, there's always this one. The next one, just the one left. That's how the craziness carries on, right? So yep, maybe I'll be buying fragrances, I don't want to lie, but for now, whatever bottles I wanted, most of them, almost all of them are covered. Very, very happy. So guys, keep me in your prayers. I hope you let me know which one are your top 10s or top 5s in my comment section. I'll come back and reply to you. Have a good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye bye.